Hi, good afternoon. We're here with the legendary Dion the Butcha in the mix.
I haven't heard somebody say that in so long. Go on, talk all day.
Actually, you, the DJ, would inspire me to become a DJ.
Oh wow.
Because my name is DJ Hannibal in the mix. So as I was growing up through the days, back in the days, like in the 90s, you had this mixtape called Bits and Pieces. I trip out over them. I have every copy of them. So actually, you inspired me to become a DJ. You and Scooby Doo. So great DJs like One Dwight, you, Scooby Doo inspired me to become a DJ. Now, I'd like to ask you, what was the first song that inspired you to become a DJ? Who inspired you?
Okay. Oh boy. It's like a painful memory for me, right? But my dad had a big record collection, and I was like biggest Michael Jackson fan, right? So there was this song that he had about a rat called Ben, right? And I'd steal my dad's copy of that Ben on a 45,
I know
play that shit all the time, right? And one day I accidentally broke the record. Okay, and I tried to put the record back together so he wouldn't see that I fucked with the record, right? And then he called me one day, Dion, who's playing my record, right?
Yeah.
Right? And he wailed my ass over Michael Jackson band.
So actually, Michael Jackson inspired you to become a DJ.
No, Michael Jackson made me hate my flipping daddy.
Okay.
Right? But I love Michael Jackson.
Oh, I'm a Michael Jackson fan too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so like many years later, I had nothing to do with music. Just whatever. I was an old nerd in school. Actually, one of those people that geek. A+ was like a bad grade for me. You know what I mean? Until like later in life, I went to work at Compass Point Recording Studios. I never had any intention at all to be a DJ. Didn't interest me in the slightest. But we'd have like downtime because we were recording all type of artists. We did people like Bob Marley outtakes, Mariah Carey, Sade, AC/DC, you name it. And we did Will Smith, Fresh Prince, and DJ Jazzy Jeff. They were one of the sessions that I was working on, right? And listen to me, I didn't give a shit about them until one day we just didn't have nothing to do. So Jazzy Jeff came to me and said, "Wait, try this, right?" He was messing around with some things, and he wanted me to help him he wanted me to get a piece of Q-tip for him to stuff the space in the needle so that he could scratch better on the record. So he showed me how it is that he got the needles to stick on the record so he could just, because needles jump easy. I mean, sorry, regular DJs don't have a clue what a flipping needle is, right? But the needles would jump very easily. So the trick that he showed me, I didn't give a shit about it at the time, but was, okay, I could show you. Actually always keep a piece of a Q-tip with me to this day, right? I'll be walking, I'd be going to church and I have a piece of Q-tip with me. So this is what he'd do. He'd take a little piece of the Q-tip and put it in his mouth like that, and then take a toothpick and stick it into the needle, and it'll make the needle like rock hard. It'll move just a little, but it'll stay vertical and horizontally the same place.
Okay.
So for a DJ, that was great. Needles wouldn't skip, and that had him like light years ahead of every other DJ in the game, because in the 80s he figured out that trick, and right in the 90s he showed it to me when I didn't give a shit, right? But he had this song about what the song was? Somebody. No, not even that.
Rock the Bells.
No, Rock the Bells was LL Cool J.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Oh, sorry. The song was Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble,
Yes,
right? And it had this sample from
Genie.
Right. Okay, fine. So this is the album after that one. And he had the song that they were working on this song about the Maria dreams or whatever, when they just bragging about how they could do whatever, and sitting with girls and all of this stuff. And at this time, I'm a flippin' virgin, hoping to get myself a girl one day, right?
Yeah.
So I have these dudes that like Grammy award-winning people teaching me how to DJ and then talking to me about women, which were both lessons that I needed at the time. So anyway, after he left, he taught me a lot of things about DJing because we had time in between the sessions. They'd come in. Will Smith was a person that liked to drink and party a lot.
Yeah.
So Jeff would always be doing the work because he produced the music, and Will would go out partying and then come in like 12 o'clock. Jeff been there from 6 o'clock in the morning, and he'll come for half an hour and sing a song like, boy, it ain't nothing. You know what I mean? So songs that you heard on the radio, like the shit about I could beat Mike Tyson, that dude do that in like 5 minutes.
Wow.
Serious. He came off a flipping jet ski and fucking I could beat Mike Tyson. And he out.
Yeah. So back in the day, what was the struggle back in the day being a DJ compared to now?
Oh, you know what? Let me tell you what it was. We're talking about the 80s when I got into it. I didn't become, nobody ever paid me money to do it until 1991. I shit you not. And you mentioned bits and pieces, right? Listen, that put me on the map because it was different. And let me tell you why it was different. Remember I told you about I was doing sessions with Mariah Carey, just name call, and then it'll sound like I talking shit, right?
In the studio,
but
yeah.
fine. So, because you're a little educated, I had the home versions of a lot of the equipment that they use in the multi-million-dollar Compass Point recording studio. Now, I didn't have multi-millions of dollars, right? But I figured out how to
Manipulate.
fine. So, oh man, I used to have my room was insane. I never used to sleep on my bed, right? I had like this little gadget, hook up to that little gadget, to this little thing that I used to keep from all of my aunties and uncles and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So my bed was this like bunch of stuff that just was wired up all over the place. But it gave me the same ability for one mere fraction of the price for what we used to do in the studio at Compass Point.
Yeah.
So, the classic series that was bits and pieces and all of that actually was done on my bed. So I'd not sleep for days and days and days because I had all of this bullshit hook up on my bed. And if I was to mess up anything, I don't think I could remember how I did it. So it just had to stay that way. And the answer to that, so sorry, I'll give you the short answer to the question was, the struggle for me personally was trying to figure out how to do for cheap what people were doing for Compass Point. Okay, to book Compass Point costs about $1,000 an hour for the studio, and then 3% of the cost of every piece of equipment that you use. Okay, so that means you pay me $1,000 and then you need to rent 15 pieces of equipment. So that just multiplies your cost. So what I was doing was, okay, I know how this works. They have a piece of equipment that costs $1,000. Well, okay, my mommy have an old hair dryer and I could just make it sound like that, right? And that's the dumb shit that I used to be doing. I'd figure out a way to do what they was charging X amount of money for. I'd find something that was like existed in nature or life or whatever that would give me kind of close to the same effect. So when I did those bits and pieces things, oh look here, that cost me nothing but time. But it sold more than KB's albums. It sold more than G.O.D's albums. You understand? So technically I have the best selling ever Bahamian recorded albums. This is fact to this day. Okay, fine. And I get that all the time. People saying
I don't have your
from
rock
years
solo.
and oh man, I could hook you up for that, right? So these things that I did for nothing, I mean, just because I had the time to kill and the interest in doing it, because people taught me. Well, I've been in some situations where people put time into me that that I'll forever be grateful to them for. And one of those people I'll always say was Jazzy Jeff. And then in this landscaping world, it's a friend of mine. I'm not sure I'm allowed to call his name, right? But for some reason, people have put time into me, and they see something in me that I don't necessarily see in myself. But then I feel like I owe them for seeing something in me, and then I'll try to always make them proud of me. So in the DJ world, I need to make Jazzy Jeff proud of me. So we talk from time to time because we kept that connection. In the radio world, there's a guy called Eric Ward that even if I don't speak with him for years, I need to make sure that he knows that he didn't waste his time investing his knowledge in me. You understand? And this landscaping thing that I do now, I need for Bernie Minnis to know that he's not wasting his time around me every day. You understand? Because you have to pay it forward. So I hope that there are people that I'll say, DJ Hannibal, you should do this. You know what I mean? Do it this way or whatever. And then someday you'll turn it on to somebody and the next person. And then the industry itself becomes better. And then I could relax because, okay, you got the baton now and everything is great. I might have my influence, but your greatness shines because I was able to plant something in you that you grow off of the strength of what you are about. Got it?
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate that.
Cool.